Hello. This is a meditation to help if you're going through a period of high anxiety or perhaps a panic attack. As someone who never experienced them until in the last couple years, I had helped people through them in the ways I thought I could before, but until I experienced it myself and felt the gravity of that situation, I never understood how debilitating they can be. And so I want to acknowledge any of you who have struggled with that in the past or are currently struggling with that. I see you. It's hard. And I also want to share some hope that through my experiences personally and in combination with my training, I was able to find some practices that were very grounding for me and helped me guide myself out of a panic attack. So the first thing is usually when they come on, you are overwhelmed with feelings of being unsafe or like something bad is going to happen to you or around you or like you're going to die. So the first thing is to find somewhere that feels safe to you. Okay. And this can be done anywhere, but if you're in a public place, I personally like to be somewhere where I was kind of in a corner where I, could have a good view of everything that was going on around me. That felt really safe. So if that's available to you, try and find a space where you have that sort of safety or somewhere that you're alone that you feel safe. And I want you to start by slowing and deepening your breaths. And I want you, while your eyes are still open, to slow the movement of your eyes and gaze around your surroundings. And in doing so, identify something that reminds you of safety. For instance, for me, it's children playing or flowers or wildlife. It can be whatever it is for you, but look around your surroundings as you have these deep breaths going on and find something that feels safe. And as you see that, remind yourself, I am safe in this moment. I am safe. And I want you to then find a sound in your surroundings that you identify as a soothing or safe sound. It doesn't have to be calm and quiet. For me, the sound of airplanes or helicopters is weirdly calming. So whatever it is for you, try and identify a sound around you that feels calming. And then whether it be something that you're wearing or your own skin, with your hands or your feet or any part of your body, if you're able to be barefoot in a natural environment such as grass or stone or wood, something like that, that can be very soothing even on its own. If that's not available to you, try and find something to touch with your hands. Either, like I said, it can be material that feels soft and just kind of slowly run it through your hands. And just focus your attention on the sensation that that's providing. And remind yourself again, I am safe with what I'm feeling right now. If it's available to you, try to find something to taste, or it doesn't have to have taste, water if you have, and take a sip. And as you're doing so, make it a slow sip. Really savor the sensations that it brings to your mouth, any taste that's in what you're ingesting. And if there's a fragrance that is pleasant that you have available, breathe that in. The next part is you can keep your eyes open if it doesn't feel safe to close them. If it feels safe to close them, close your eyes. And right now we're just going to focus on the breath. Taking a slow, deep breath that begins at our tailbone and goes all the way up our body. Nice and slow, all the way to the top of your head. And hold it at the top if you can. And as you exhale it out, envision it going from the top of your head all the way down your body. Do that a couple more times. Deep breath in, all the way from the bottom up to the top. Hold it at the top. And make the exhale longer than the inhale. Let it all go. You can do this with your mouth open or through your nose. Sometimes it's more regulating to do it through your nose if that's available to you. And on the exhale, make a sigh or a noise. Let it all go. On the next breath, we'll do the same thing, breathing it all the way in up to the top and holding at the top. Exhaling it all out. And at the bottom of the exhale, hold your breath for a little bit if you can. You can go ahead and return to normal breathing. You may notice that already your breathing has slowed from where you were a few minutes ago. And if it hasn't yet, keep working with this at the pace that you can. You don't want to feel like you're not breathing enough, but most of the time when we're anxious, we're breathing way too fast. That can cause us to get cramps or tingling in our extremities, make us feel numb. It can do some really interesting things in the body that don't feel very good on top of what got you there in the first place. So the more you can slow it down, the better, okay? And another thing that I found to be very, very, very helpful was in these moments, just breathing quietly. You can either focus just on the breath in and out. If you're allowing any thoughts in, make them ones that tell you, I am safe in my body. I am safe in my body right now. I am protected. I am strong. I can do hard things. And this is hard, but I'm worth it. And nothing is forever. So I know even these feelings that feel so rough right now will have their end. And just keep repeating whatever comforting, uplifting reminders to yourself of who you are. Keep repeating those over and over as long as you need. I once had a panic attack on an airplane. It was one of the first ones I ever had. And thankfully, I was able to sneak my way into the restroom so I wasn't freaking anyone out or freaking out in public. And I literally sat in the bathroom for probably 20 minutes. And thankfully, there wasn't a line or anything. But it can take some time to recenter yourself. And I encourage you also to do this or a similar practice of giving yourself the space to be quiet and still, emptying out the mind, breathing deeply and slowly, as much as you can, even when you feel really good, because that repetition helps to make new connections in our brain, our neuron synapses that connect. It literally rewires our brain to work for us instead of against us like it does when we're having those high anxiety moments. And with that, I think that's a long enough video this time around. I have a bunch of other tips and tricks that I'll share as we go, but just felt called to put this one out there today. So thanks for listening. If this was helpful for you, or you know someone that could benefit from this, feel free to share. I am happy to help in any way I can.